Hey everybody, this is a test to see if you can see me and hear me, and everybody can get their daily dose of some Doug on this live stream. Hello, friends.
I can confirm that you can be seen and heard.
Well, thank you, Meg. Meg's right here in the room. Well, of course you can hear me and see me. I'm
No,
curious about if they can
I
hear me.
have the video freaking pulled up, man.
Pulled up. I don't care what anybody else says. You're on top of your game. I don't care.
I am on top of it,
what
and I
anybody
wish
else
other
says.
people would realize that more often.
Yeah. Ray says I'm flipped again. I don't know if I'll ever figure this out.
Who knows? The only way we're gonna fix that, I think, is to do something more highfalutin.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to.
Time and energy for.
I'm just gonna have to finally reinstall OBS and figure that thing out and start doing these via our regular camera because that was my knee.
Having the time to actually figure it out. That's your heart. That's your bad knee too.
It is my bad knee.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't be on camera with Doug, sorry folks, because we've got the keyboard in place because we're doing Doug on Demand today.
Doug on Demand.
Woo!
Happening today. I don't think I'll be backwards for that. I'll have the regular camera up. But we've got a lot. Yeah, XBIA. I'm just using an iPhone. Actually, it's an iPhone 11. If you think, here's the thing, trivia, friends. This phone that I'm looking at right here, has been with me since COVID, since the beginning of the channel, y'all. It's my good luck phone. Knock on phone. Knock on phone.
I'm gonna say once again, that's what makes this whole flip thing so weird because you are doing nothing different than what you've ever done before.
What's going on?
But all of a sudden, like YouTube did some
Bizarro
sort
Doug.
of an update, which we do know happened.
Yeah.
And ever since that, you've been flipped. We're not doing anything different than we've ever done before, and it was never flipped before.
We'll figure it out.
It's
so
I don't know.
On the whole list of things this week for me to be upset about or worried about, this is kind of far down the list.
At least you're visible.
At least I'm visible.
Yeah.
You know, right side, right side. We're okay.
Whatever.
So who is XBIA says I can toggle the mirroring. What does that mean? Hang on, everybody. I don't think that I can.
Not while we're on.
Not while I'm on. Who knows?
And
anyway.
We've tried to flip your camera and whatever. You've done different settings with your camera. That doesn't seem to translate to YouTube, though.
I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're backwards, but what else is new? Okay? So, we've got a nice bunch of folks here today. This is great. Derek is here. There's another Doug here, so you know that it's going to be a great one.
Awesome.
Yeah. Two Dougs don't make a wrong, all right? Two Dougs make a right. That's right.
One Doug to another. Rock on, he says. Yes.
Rock on. Adrian is here, XBIA. There's Sheila, and she says, how's the fur baby? Where is Trixie?
She was just crawling under the futon, and she since has crawled out, and she ran off into the other room. So she's in a playful mood right now. She probably has one of her toys and is chewing on it, or she found a box to chew on or something. Yeah. She's chewing on everything these days. She's like, she never got to really do the puppy thing when she actually was a puppy because of because of living in a puppy mill.
It's like having a puppy. It's really cute.
It is. She's 5 years old.
I like
going
this
through her puppy chewing on everything phase. What's up?
I like this though. Adrian has asked, what's the collective noun for a bunch of Dougs? A y'all of Dougs. That's good, Bill. That is very good.
I love it.
When we used to refer to organists, like church organists, we had a lot of these folks at Westminster Choir College where I taught, and where I did some graduate work. We always called them whenever they congregated. Meg, they're trying to listen to me. She's talking to Trixie.
To her.
Whenever we would gather a bunch of organists, we would call them an awkward of organists.
I like it.
So, I like it. An awkward of Dougs?
An awkward of Dougs. That's nice. Or just simply Dougies.
A flock of Dougs.
A flock of Dougs, that's fun.
I don't know.
I like the just simply Dougies.
Dougies. All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
I can dig it, y'all. Never mind.
Can you dig it?
Who else is
I
here?
think-
Tornado is here. Bill and Dave and Fooney. There's Matt B. There's Leffe. There's Katya. There's Roger. Derek and a whole. There's Margaret.
Joel says hi to you.
Yeah. There's Andrew. Another Andrew. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Ricky's here. Okay, all my friends. It's good to be back at the home.
Swedish Penguin says I'm here.
The home base here this week. We were at the church last week, and I'm really excited today because we get to do another Doug on Demand today. 2 o'clock at the bottom of the next hour, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern, I will be hosting a Zoom call, a 2-hour Zoom call with our top tier patrons, the Council of Dougs and Doug's Angels. These folks are invited to join me, and their names all go in a spinning wheel, and we spin the wheel, and whoever comes up gets to have me react to and listen to a song with all of the folks that are gathered. And it's one of our favorite, relatively new things that we're doing. We've been doing it for a year, and today will be our 20th session.
Has she had her pills today?
Of that. She has not had her pills yet today.
I'm gonna go do
So
that.
Meg's going to go give her a peanut butter treat with her pills. Very good. Very good. So I'll be going for about half an hour here because I need to stop and get all the names in, the wheel of names. And that takes a few minutes to get ready for the 2 o'clock start. We'll be going from 2 to 4. And I'm really pumped, friends. Echo Delta, the folks that are in the Council of Dougs and the Doug's Angels tiers are the ones that are actively invited to be a part of the live Zoom call. After we're done, I take the Zoom recording from that and I share it with the rest of the Patreon, but only the top tier folks get to join us and be active in the moment. And that's one of the perks of being a top tier member. If you feel like you're missing out and you want to be able to get a song right in front of me, like right now, become a council member, and you will be invited, y'all. Awesome stuff. Cool. Tornado, what's your idea? It says I can't wait to see if my idea makes it. What idea is that? I don't know. I don't know. Oh well. A hot of Doug's. Thank you, Katya. I appreciate you. An accomplice of Doug's. Soggy knows more than he should. That's true. Okay, yeah, we've got some fun albums out behind us. I need to actually rotate the stock back here. I've had my Chicago and Hankanati Race and ELO and Moody Blues and Thick as a Brick out for a bit. I need to switch it up a bit and see what else is doing. That'll be for this week. So this past week, friends, Ariel, that King Crimson song, that's a beautiful song, by the way. I really enjoy that one. All of my King Crimson reactions, and there's several of them, they're over on Patreon. The reason why is because Robert Fripp, the leader of the band, for all these years, does not allow reaction style videos to King Crimson music on YouTube. At least they're very, very active in trying to block those. So I quit trying to put it on YouTube. And so all my stuff, we've done several albums and some one-offs as well. It's all over on Patreon. Yep. Yeah, Red was a great album. Really, really enjoyed that. Okay, last week, friends, it was a pretty emotional week. We started off with Tool and Ticks and Leeches. Now, that reaction, it was sent in by my brother, who encouraged me to get to it as quickly as I could because it's timely. And he proved to be quite smart. yet again, if there's anybody that knows me besides Megan, it's my little brother, and he knows the some of the childhood trauma that I've been working through these last several weeks and few months. It's not just politics, y'all. I've taken some personal days. It's not just because I'm upset about anything that's happening in the, that's true, but I've really been working through some childhood trauma that's never properly been addressed. And anybody that's gone through some therapy like this, it's messy for a while. And I've just been really emotional. And but I'm doing okay. And sometimes I need to take some time just to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. And other times I'm full speed ahead. It's just part of the give and take. So I really appreciate y'all. But that tool, Ticks and Leeches, that made me viscerally react in the moment in a way that I rarely allow myself to get to. You know what I mean? Whenever I'm doing these reaction style videos, I do it with the standpoint, at least in my head, that I'm in front of a classroom, and I'm teaching. So when I'm in teacher mode, I tend to let the personal stuff and the stuff that may be on my mind outside of what's going on right now, I keep that stuff out because it's time for us to be talking about the music. But every once in a while, the music breaks through whatever barriers I had up, and all of that stuff comes flooding in. And holy crap, y'all! Ticks and Leeches, that song, I think I said in the title to it, it sent me into orbit. And I think I'm still kind of in sub-Earth orbit from that song. Holy buckets. If you haven't watched it yet, I encourage you to. And it was one of my more favorite reactions that I've done in quite some time. Mohammed is asking, any new Iron Maiden videos coming soon? Not this week. Maybe next month. We'll see. By next week we're into next month anyway. We started out this year with doing Peace of Mind, a side at a time, and I really like that. We'll get back to some more Iron Maiden before too long. Other than Ticks and Leeches, on Tuesday I did, just like it says here, the Moody Blues, A Question of Balance. I did that album for our Patreon community. And not like Ticks and Leeches, this one was just, it's amazing. It really is. These albums are 50 plus years old, and the stuff that the questions that they're asking, the human condition that they're writing about, the wisdom that they're bringing to their music, it was a sublime album. I really, really enjoyed it. And so that one is available for our most recent extended play lounge episode over on Patreon, the entire album reaction. And y'all, it was a good one. It was a really good one. I enjoyed it. On Wednesday, we did some anime. We went back to Attack on Titan with a song called Call Your Name. We listened to two different versions of it. The second version with the female singing it was my favorite of the two. And I was very much taken again with music from Hiroyuki Sawano, the composer. And it was great to get back to some music from that anime tradition. On Thursday, we did a throwback episode featuring my reaction to San Jacinto by Peter Gabriel. That was a live performance from 1987, I believe. And there's nobody live quite like Peter, especially back in the day. And it's a really great one. And then Ricky is right. I didn't plan, y'all, to release my full album reaction of Wind and Wuthering on Friday. But when our Jimi Hendrix reaction got blocked and I couldn't get it unblocked in time, I decided to release that to you all. And a bunch of people have been enjoying it. It's a great album. Really, really is. It's been a long time since I listened to it. The album is more than a year, or the reaction's more than a year old, and I thought it would be fun for all of you to hear that. So that's what we did, and that finished out the week. Tool, the Moody Blues, Attack on Titan, Peter Gabriel, and Genesis. Really some good stuff. Yeah, Soggy, I'm gonna try. I'm still trying to get Jimmy in with Little Wing for this coming Friday. I've still got it, and I'm still trying to get it unblocked. If it's just not gonna work, I'll release it to Patreon and let it be, and do something else. But on Friday, I'm going to try to release finally my Little Wing reaction. It's a great tune, and quite frankly, I had very little um, information. Not information. I knew it less than I thought I did. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I know that it's a historic song, but I just never really knew it. And so I'm eager to share that with y'all on Friday. But coming up tomorrow, wait, first of all, did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Ghost of Spiro says Sailing to Philadelphia by Mark Knopfler. I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, mental health is important, and self health is it's important that we're taking care of ourselves. Um, yeah, Andrew says wind and weathering always a gem. Let's see. Tornado of Souls says there's a Stevie Ray Vaughan cover of Little Wing. Look at all the people that have been covering Little Wing. Maybe it's going to be a bigger wing by the time it gets done. How about that? Cool. So I do need to tell y'all about what's coming up this week, because I do need to shut things down relatively soon so that I can get ready for Doug on Demand. So, that's cool. Me, you. Sailing to Philadelphia has James Taylor sharing vocals. Well, James Taylor and Mark Knopfler on the same track. Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Tomorrow, we're it's going to be an interesting week. Some stuff that I've done quite a bit of, and some folks that I've done very few, including Danzig. This has been requested for quite some time. I don't know much about this band, this musician, but Danzig, I'm going to go with the song of theirs called Mother, and for Metal Monday. And I think it's a little more hard rock than metal, but it's going to fit for a Metal Monday, I think. And so I don't think I've ever done anything by Danzig. And so they're going to be coming up on the channel tomorrow with their song called Mother on. Um, Thank you, Gary. I'll take a look at those guys. I'll take a look at those guys. On Tuesday, we're going to have our fan favorites, and that is, or at least our, Fooney says, Mother is good. That was on Guitar Hero too. Well, I never played Guitar Hero. Soggy says Danzig is metal enough to qualify. DG agrees. Okay, we're in good shape. Okay, we're in good shape. On Tuesday, I'm going to do our fan favorites for the month. And the topic this month is songs of love and caring and kindness and support, those sorts of things. In the past, we've used February as a call for love songs or relationship songs because of the connection with Valentine's Day. This month, we kind of widened it out a little bit. Just songs of catharsis and kindness and sticking together and caring and empathy and all that sort of stuff. And we've got an ongoing poll on Patreon that I'm going to check in on now and see, not patron, Patreon. Can I spell? I'm going to see where things are at. And and see what we might be up for, because I haven't looked since I posted this poll. It'll shut down by the end of the day tomorrow. The songs that are on this list that people are selecting from: He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. That looks like it's going to get in. I'll Stand By You, The Pretenders. On the Turning Away from Pink Floyd. That looks like it's winning right now. Time Stands Still, Rush. Looks like it'll get in. You've Got a Friend, Carole King. Sweet Dreams from Yes. You've Got a Friend in Me, Randy Newman. One Love, Bob Marley. Keep Talking, Pink Floyd. Hey Jude from the Beatles. Clasp, Jethro Tull. Share the Land, The Guess Who. You Take My Breath Away from Queen. Great song. Love that one. I'll Carry On Beside You by Straubs. And Spirits in the Night from Manfred Mann's Earth Band. We've got practically 1,000 votes on this, all told, and it looks like it's still close, but we've got a few that are definitely going to get in. Right now, it looks like on the Turning Away, Pink Floyd, Hey Jude is definitely going to be in there. He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. Time Stands Still, I think, will be in the Yes tune. We'll see after that. And things could change, but that's what's going on so far. It's going to be a really lovely listen, I do believe, on um, on Tuesday. Yeah, wonderful. Guitar Channel says Sweet Dreams is the early pop type of Yes. She says love it. Um, hmm, hmm. All right, Adrian. Rock and roll. Good luck. Good luck with your suggestion. Swedish. I will ask Doug myself. Megan asked Doug when he will react to Cosmic by Avenged Sevenfold. I just did some Avenged Sevenfold earlier this month. It'll be a few months before I get back to them, I think. But we should get back to them. A bunch of O's says Riverside. Uh, Thanks for the reminder. They're great. They really are. I know that Earthside has a brand new song out. I thought about including it this week, but we're going to go with Danzig instead. At Leffe, no Michael Bolton this week. Maybe in the Doug on Demand. You never know what people have in store for me. Megan says, at Doug, 3HH Hemp's question. Where is that? Have you ever done any of the guitar giants that did the G3 tour? Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Eric Johnson, Steve Morse, etc. Yes, I've actually been to a G3 show before I started doing any of this. How about that? I actually got invited to a G3 show in Philadelphia, and I remember that it was Satriani, it was John Petrucci, and Phil Collen from Def Leppard. Those were the three guitarists that headlined that particular show. It was great. So I've seen Satriani play. I've done a few songs by Joe Satriani, but it's been a long time. And it's been a long time for Steve Vai on the channel as well. And thank you for reminding me to get back to those. That's really good. Andrew is asking, have I reacted to any Neil Diamond? Well, it would be hard for me to react to Neil Diamond as if I've never heard them before, because Neil is a guy that I've listened to, so a bunch of the best Neil Diamond songs are, if it was to be a reaction, it would be Doug playing along to a song he knows pretty well. So if you're into that, maybe, Neil Diamond. Cool. Ricky says, Doug, one of your favorites, Steven Wilson in the band Blackfield with My Gift of Silence. I don't know the band Blackfield, but I do know Steven Wilson. In fact, I'm looking forward to going to see Steven on his solo tour later this year. I've got a ticket, and I'm going to be excited to see that later on this year. Let's see, where are we up to? We're up to Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to go back to Led Zeppelin. Friends, for the first time in this new year, we're going back to Zeppelin, and high up on our list of suggested stuff on our master list is Since I've Been Loving You, from, I believe, their third album. And yeah, some more Zeppelin. I don't think I've heard that one. Megan says it's pretty bluesy and it's got a great guitar solo. So uh, bring it on. Bring it on. Um, Andy's asking, the lyrics behind You Lucky Man, is that the Verve record or something else? This is the song by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Oh, what a lucky man he was. That was written by Greg Lake, and it's calligraphy by Greg Lake, and it's signed by Greg Lake. And this is a cherished part of our collection, so I put it up front here so everybody can enjoy. Wonderful. Yeah, so on Wednesday, some Zeppelin. Always good to get back to Zeppelin, and the song is Since I've Been Loving You. Andrew says that could have been on the songs that rock list, or the love songs that rock list. Maybe it could have, except I don't know it yet. So maybe next year. uh, Terry, I've done some new Dream Theater now. Come on. I've got all three of the singles that have been released. Well, one of them, A Broken Man, I believe, is the one that got blocked. And that's on my Patreon. But Midnight Messiah, I think A Nightmare to Remember, um, the Shadow Man incident is the big epic from that album. I reacted to that one back on the 7th earlier this month when the album came out. So check it out. There is a lot of Dream Theater up for grabs. On Thursday, this is again going to be a throwback to one of our recent fan favorites, but I got to hear Soul Sacrifice by Santana performing at Woodstock. And I want to see if I can let y'all here on YouTube see that one. I was very taken by it. It was the first time that I had ever seen or heard that song from Santana. Santana's another one of these classic artists where I know just enough to be dangerous, y'all. So a throwback episode on Thursday featuring Santana. And then on Friday, I am going to try to get back to Jimi Hendrix with Little Wing. If that doesn't work, then we'll just try something else. Okay? But for right now, we're going to try again to release the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Doing Little Wing will probably include some covers of that one as well. My nose is running, y'all. And my... hang on. Don't mind me. I'm just out of frame. Look, I got pants on and everything. Just needed to get... Y'all don't want to see me picking my nose on camera, do you? Yeah, indeed, Andrew. Holy tissues. Okay. Yeah, Ray. It is. It is done, but I'm not telling you which which covers are in there until I know if I can release it. Crimmy is asking, do you react to classical guitar too? You know, I think the closest I've ever come to classical guitar is Tommy Emmanuel, some Yamandu Costa from Brazil, but I haven't done much of classical guitar. It's beautiful stuff. Cool. Swedish Penguin is asking, what does the Patreon cost? I'm not giving up on Cosmic, haha. Well, what are our 3 tiers? We've got, let's see here. I believe that our lowest tier, which is Helvering's Army, is a $3 a month deal. And that gets you access to the Discord. You don't get to see any of the pre-recorded video, all the videos in that tier. But yeah, Helvering's Army is at $3 a month. Our main one, the one that the most people are in, is called the Doug Club, and that's a $9 per month thing. And that is basically, it gets you all the access that you need, like the first tier gives you, but it also gives you access to all of the pre-recorded videos, all of the 80 plus full album reactions, the 60 plus um, behind the scores, and 30 something fan favorites videos. It's a great deal. If you buy or if you enroll for a year at a time, you get a special discount. Okay. The Council of Dougs, the top tier, is a $15 per month thing, and the people that are in the council get other special perks like um, the Zoom call that we're going to do later today in just about half an hour. We do Doug on Demands on Sundays, pretty often, and we do some just a Zoom gathering where we just talk about the latest music stuff and what's going on the channel and enjoy ourselves and play a little bit of music, but it's mainly just um, just conversation and hanging out and enjoying each other's company. So they get that. And the other one is Doug's Angels. This is a tier for those that are interested in stepping up their support of what we're doing here. This is a $50 per month tier. And these folks help us underwrite what we're doing. And they're some of our favorites. In fact, their big perk is getting a straight to video um, uh, access on our fan favorites, and it's been great to include them in that as well. This month, I believe our featured Doug's Angel is Steve H, and you'll hear his suggestion for the fan favorites on Tuesday. It'll be great. It'll be great. So, what else is going on? Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Hey, Trani, what are you talking about? Have been curious to ask you, being in the New Jersey choir circuit, if you have known of a husband and wife team named John and Susan. That doesn't ring a bell. That doesn't ring a bell, Jay Trani. But they may have dealings with Westminster. I've been kind of out of the Westminster loop for 5 years now. So if they're doing anything relatively recent, I won't know much. But if it's more historic, then I should know a little bit. Cool. Would have been the early to mid 2000s. Well, that was my era there. Although if they were in the mid 2000s, I wouldn't have been around. I was there as a master's student from 2000 to 2002. In fact, I was there doing my master's when 9/11 happened. And we ended up doing some big time remembrance concerts in New York during that era. And it's some of the biggest musical events I've ever been a part of and the most emotional. And yeah, that was, gosh, quarter of a century ago now. Crazy to think of it that way. But wow, y'all, it's after 1:30, and I do need to get prepped for the Doug on Demand here at the bottom of the hour. So let me remind everybody what we're up to this week. And thank you very much for being with me. This is fun. Yeah, Chris, my hair's getting longer. I'm letting it kind of grow out. I'm especially letting the beard get longer. I could like start trimming that, but I'm letting it, you know, so Megan can grab this and just leave me around like she needs to, right? This week, Danzig, Mother on Monday, Songs of Love and Support in our fan favorites on Tuesday, Led Zeppelin, Since I've Been Loving You on Wednesday, Soul Sacrifice from Santana on Thursday, and Little Wing from Jimi Hendrix on Friday. That's a whole bunch of kind of classic rock and guitar driven stuff for this week now that I think about it. But I'm okay with that, friends. I am okay with that. Steve, Kate Bush has really grown on me. It's been a while since I featured her music on the channel. I've come to really appreciate what she has done. Yeah, great stuff. Um, Joaquin, it's a great question. How do you store all of your data? I have a couple of terabyte hard drives that plug in, that are separate, that I keep stuff on. I also have a very active Vimeo membership. That's where I host all of these videos that don't go on YouTube. Um, yeah, those are huge files. And with them on Vimeo, I don't have to keep a backup of everything. I don't have to keep a backup of everything because if I need something, I can go and download the original and go get it. So I don't keep all of the old stuff that I need because it's available if I need to go back and re-download it. So that's how I do that. Wonderful. That's right, Matt. Next week you'll be gearing up for your music club event. I'm looking forward to that. You can trance me out with some trance music. Yeah, Russ, that's true. My files are actually on Vimeo rather than Patreon. I link them and I embed them on the Patreon posts. Patreon. It's only been just in the last less than a year that Patreon has started allowing people space in their servers to upload large files. Yeah. So I am accustomed to having stuff on Vimeo and then sharing it through Patreon that way. Everything on my Vimeo is unlisted. So it's all there so I can see it, but then I embed it in the posts where I need to. That's a good question. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. I think that's all. Yeah, Stephen, that's true. Still have a hard copy in hand. It's a whole bunch of stuff, y'all. But I've got access to it all. We're good. We're good. Wonderful, wonderful. So, once again, Danzig, Songs of Love and Support, some Led Zeppelin, some Santana, and some Jimi Hendrix. That sounds like a fun week, doesn't it? It's going to be great. And council members, Doug's Angels, I will see you soon. I got to get rolling and get ready for Doug on Demand. 2 hours of music for our top tier patrons. I love it. And always look forward to these. Yeah, Turbo, it's going to be a great week. I appreciate you and I appreciate all of you. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And I got to go, friends. I got to go get ready. And Doug on Demand time. All right? Thanks, everybody. We'll see you along during the week, okay? Be well. Be well. I need to figure out where my finger goes. I think it goes up there. Okay. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.